Hi, my name is Mai. Hi, I'm WANIE.
Hey everyone, I'm RUTRESHWARMAA.
Hi Cora. So today our discussion will be on the case of Rosli Dahlan against IG Tanzir Razarudin, Husain and others. So we will discuss about the selected remedies, how this case reflect the principle of administrative law in Malaysia, and our reflection as a group. So, let me share a brief overview of the case. Rosli Dahlan, a well-known lawyer, initiated judicial review proceedings against the Inspector General of Police and several other parties. The case arose after Rosli was detained and investigated by the police under circumstances he claimed were unlawful and in violation of his rights. He argued that the authorities had overstepped their legal powers and he sought the court intervention to protect his fundamental liberties. This case quickly gained public attention because it raised important questions about the limits of police authority and the protection of individual rights under Malaysian law.
So, it is important to note that judicial review is a key mechanism in administrative law. It allows individuals like Rosli Dahlan to challenge the actions of public authorities in court and ensuring that governmental power is exercised lawfully and fairly. So in this case, Rosli's application was not just about his personal situation, it was about setting a precedent for how the law should protect all citizens from potential abuse of power. So now, moving on to the importance of the selected remedies, where this one we're going to focus about the remedies for Rosli Dahlan are so significant. So he had applied for several remedies, including a declaration that the police actions were unlawful and a certiorari order to quash any decisions made against him that were not in accordance with the law. So, a declaration is a powerful remedy because it provides official recognition from the court that a legal wrong has occurred. And this not only vindicates the applicant's right, but also serves as a warning to authorities to act within the law.
So actually the certiorari order is equally important in this case because when Rosli Dahlan raised these remedies, it allows the court to review and nullify decisions made by public authorities that are found to be illegal, irrational and procedurally improper. So by granting certiorari, the court ensures that unlawful administrative action do not stand. So this remedy is actually crucial to safeguard the Malaysian legal system, as it keeps administrative bodies accountable and uphold the rule of law.
So together, these remedies reinforce the idea that no one is above the law, not even the police or other powerful authorities. And they provide a pathway for justice when government actions threaten individual rights.
So let's moving on how this case actually reflects principles of administrative law. So this case is a textbook example actually, and it is the principle of legality in which all public authorities must act within the powers granted to them by law. If they exceed those powers, their actions can be challenged and overturned by the courts. But in this case, in Rosli Dahlan case, the court examined whether the police acted within their legal authority or not.
That's correct. Second, the principle of judicial review. This is the process by which court oversees the action of an administrative body. Judicial review ensures that public officials do not act arbitrarily and that their decisions are subject to legal scrutiny. Rosli Dahlan case demonstrates that the importance of this principle as it shows how the judiciary can act as a check on executive power.
So not only that, in Rosli Dahlan case, it raised the principle of natural justice. So this includes the right to a fair hearing and the right to be treated impartially. In this case, the court also considered whether Rosli Dahlan was given a fair opportunity to defend himself and whether the procedures followed by the police were just and reasonable.
And lastly, the case highlights the principle of proportionality, which requires that any action taken by authority must be appropriate and not excessive in relation to its purpose. The court looked at whether the police action was justified and proportionate to the circumstances. So, to reflect on this case, we see how it served as a powerful reminder of the need for balance between state power and individual right. It's easy to forget that the law is not just a set of rules, but a living system designed to protect people from injustice. This case shows that even those with significant authority, like the police, must operate within the boundaries set by the law.
Okay, so here we were struck by how accessible the judicial review process is for our ordinary citizens. It empowers people to stand up for their rights and seek redress when they believe those rights have been violated. So we also learned that the remedies available in administrative law are not just symbolic, they also have the real power to correct wrongs and shape the behavior of public authorities.
So the last point for case reflection, this case has inspired us to appreciate the role of the judicial in safeguarding democracy and the rule of law. It also reminds us of the importance of being aware of our legal rights and the mechanism available to protect them.
In conclusion, the case of Rosli Dahlan against Inspector General Tan Sri Razarudin Husain and others is a landmark decision that highlights the importance of judicial remedies and the core principles of administrative law in Malaysia. It reinforces the message that the law is a shield for the people and ensuring that the government power is exercised responsibly and fairly.
So we hope our discussion today has given you a deeper understanding of why this legal protection matters for everyone in society. So thank you for watching, and please take a moment to view our poster for more insights and details about this important case.